Hello, welcome back to the Off Grid family. Today I'm going to be working on my Ender 3 version 2. 1 in 5 have a problem that when you turn them on, or when they start heating up, they start making a strange rattling sound. And a friend of mine got in touch with me and said, you know, have you had this problem? It's quite funny because I had. And basically, he didn't know what to do with it. He's not the sort of guy who'll just take something apart and see what's wrong. I, however, am. And I said, you know, I'll fix mine, I'll do a video, and then I'll come over and fix yours, if I can, that is. And yeah, it was pretty straightforward. As I say, it's about 1 in 5, 1 in 6 get this problem. And it's a very, very simple fix. So I'll show you what it sounds like first, and then we can get on with fixing it. Before we do any of that, I would like to thank Paul and David, my Patreons. You guys rock. I really appreciate every bit of support you guys have given me. And yeah, there's a lot more perks coming your way. If you guys are interested in being Patreons, by the way, we've got a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on, a lot of early access stuff. There's a lot more activity on the Patreon page. So if you want to pop out over there and have a quick look, you might be interested in, you know, maybe supporting us. Anyway, let's get on. Okay, so let me show you what it sounds like. And that is the fan. Either a bit's come off it or a bearing slipped, whatever. We'll have a look at it and we'll see if we can fix it. Right, I believe it's going to be either in the extruder or it's going to be on board, you know, around the motherboard, somewhere like that. I'm not 100% sure yet. So I'm just going to take both apart, but hopefully it'll be in the extruder. That's where it sounds like, but it doesn't necessarily mean it is. So let's just do a bit of investigation. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is unscrew 2 screws that are at the back here. Let me show you. So we're after these 2 screws here, here and here. Now it unclips from this side. There you go. I'm basically looking to see if anything's in the fans, you know, anything's obstructing it in some way. Okay. Now to get to this fan here, which I think might be the problem, the side fan, it's a small screw, so bear with me. I think every time you get a new 3D printer, you've learnt so much of the old one, you forget. There you go, right. Let's have a look. Take that out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it back on and I'm going to see what fan's making what noise. So, whoop. Okay, never get your fingers in these fans. A friend of mine was building a computer for a mutual friend of ours, and he'd put silent fans in, and he was testing all the electronics and stuff, and he put his finger in it, slit the top of his finger off, and he bled everywhere in it, but luckily enough nothing got broken, so he just put the case back together and never said. I don't know how that turned out, to be honest. I don't know where that sound just came from, because that didn't sound like it came from the hot end this time. One second. Right, if it's not that fan, or those fans, then turn it upside down very carefully and we got two fans here, one here and one here. What I'm going to do is, I've already, I think, tracked it down to here, but I'm going to quickly plug it in, turn it on and see which one makes the noise. Yeah, it's this one here. So let's see what's going on down. What's the problem, you know? Off. To get into this one, you've got a screw here, two screws here, and one at the front, which I'll show you in a sec. And the other one is there, in the front. Right, let's have a look at the underside. I literally can't see a single thing wrong with it. I assumed oh, hang on. Right, I assumed I'd find something stuck in it, to be honest, but there's nothing there, so let's just unscrew it. Oh, actually, should we try and turn it on again? Yeah. Oh. Definitely something crunching or grinding there, isn't there? Right. Turn it off again. Now when I turn it off, I'm turning it off at the plug via remote control just to be safe, so if you're going to do this, just be careful. This is just a 12 volt fan, it's not a problem, but I'm just saying, in general, be careful. I genuinely assumed I'd find some damage to it or something. Right, let's try again. I think there was something there. When I was doing it a second ago, it made a clink sound, and now it doesn't seem to have a problem. Right. I'm going to put it all back together, and we'll see how it sounds. Right, I've put it all back, and as soon as I put it back, even when I lift it off the plate and everything, there's still a nasty rattle. Let me show you. So we are gonna replace the fan, and I just happen to have a stack of them because my old 3D printer, one of them broke, so I replaced it, and it was cheaper to buy 3 than it was to buy 1, so I bought 3. They're not quite the same, not exactly, but close enough for my liking. Right, I need to figure out how they're connected a sec. Please don't tell me that's hot glue I can see. Yep. To avoid stuff falling out, they've actually, can you see where I'm trying to get to? Can I see? No. They've actually hot glued it in. Oh, what a pain. Right, now I've got to be very careful what I do here, because you don't want to mess this up. So I'm going to have to do a bit of surgery. Right, as I said, they're slightly different and the connectors are too. So what I'm going to do is snip the one off here and plonk it on here. Pretty simple, a little bit of soldering. If you know how to solder, it's not a problem at all really. Right, time to test it. That's better. Okay. Now we need to screw it into the plate again. Don't forget to zip tie everything back up if you did cut any zip ties. Right, I think it's time to test it, see if it's working. Okay, I'm about to put it on to preheat, which is when it fires up. That's much better. Okay, perfect. Obviously it sounds really loud because it normally would be under it, but it's not rattling, it's not making that horrible grinding sound. Sorted. Okay, final test. Perfect. About £1 that cost to fix, and I already had it, so I didn't even need to pay for it. So there you go, a very simple fix. Hopefully that's been able to help one or two of you out there. For me it costs very little, but for you it might cost a few pounds, but it's better than spending a whole new printer's worth of money. If you're interested in supporting us, you can pop over to Patreon. A lot more activity over there now that you might be interested in. Anyway, see you again next week. Bye for now.